Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely. In this video, we will show one or more of these icons to alert you when to use caution. Before you replace the carburetor on your Hedge trimmer, make sure the engine has cooled. Next, you should remove the wire and boot from the spark plug to prevent the engine from accidentally starting. Note the orientation of the primer return and intake hoses, then disconnect them from the carburetor. Unthread the knob to detach the air filter housing. Use a T27 Torx bit to unthread the carburetor mounting bolts. Set the air filter base aside. Use a 10mm wrench to loosen the locking nut to detach the throttle cable. You can use a small flathead screwdriver to help remove the cable retaining spring. Now fully detach the cable from the old carburetor. Before you install the new carburetor, make sure the retaining spring is still on the throttle cable. Now align the cable in the swivel on the carburetor. Position the retaining spring on the swivel to secure the cable. Align the cable on the bracket and tighten the locking nut. Confirm that the mounting bolts have been inserted through the air filter base, and the intake gasket is in place on the isolator. Now align the new carburetor on the bolts. Then thread the bolts into the isolator and tighten. Reposition the air filter housing and thread the knob to secure. Connect the intake and primer return hoses to the appropriate ports on the carburetor. With the repair completed, reattach the wire and boot to the spark plug. Keep in mind you may need to reset the idle by tightening or loosening the adjustment screw before your Hedge trimmer will be ready for use.